Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our review of round 14. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good of evening.
Angelo?
Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
God, you're incognito.
Well, I've been called Superman before, but
Oh, jeez.
I need to. Let's not brag about it. Let's not brag about it on the show.
Hopefully you watched the footy well this weekend. Got something to bring to the table.
Yeah.
What's his name?
As one man used to say to us,
Correct.
bring something to the table.
What's his name? Specs. What's his name?
Specs,
The guy that
Mr.
played with the Specs? Jeff Blethyn.
Jeff Blethyn. Who else played with Specs?
Oh,
That's it. That's all.
There might have been a couple others.
Mason Cox.
Yeah,
I don't know if
he's got...
they're not glasses, they're protective.
Yeah, some
But he used to
glasses.
play with actual glasses, I think, Jeff Blethyn.
He did.
Yeah,
and he
glasses,
had
yeah.
the heavy, thick black...
He just knocked the mic.
Yeah, I can't see
He
with him.
can't see.
Maybe take you... You know what he's done? Simpsons fans out there, you're not a Simpsons fan,
No.
but Homer found a pair of glasses in one episode and thought he was so smart with them on, but couldn't see anything,
Yeah, of course.
but he had to wear them.
I can't believe it. I actually did knock that.
You know, it's funny. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar used to wear glasses.
He
right?
did.
Basketball. Now, I'll tell you a story. So I had a basketball ring in the backyard, and one day I got some swimming goggles, right? And I put them on. I shoot like Kareem, right? No, this is no joke. I kid you not. Just free throws, just mucking around. I did not miss one. I couldn't see. I swear. Think about it, right? Swimming glass. I couldn't see, but I thought it was Kareem, and I was shooting and I couldn't miss. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be wearing these again.
No.
Maybe they gave me the wrong prescription.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
What about Dirk Wellham? He wore glasses.
Yeah, Dirk
Did
Wellham.
too, yeah. Even when you hit Barb across
When he hit Barb with the... Yeah.
Jeez, remember that?
That was Dirk Wellham.
Brutal.
Brutal.
We're going to talk footy? Or?
Yeah,
Let's
go.
talk some footy. St Kilda 8-12, Thursday night 7:30 at Marvel Stadium. St Kilda 8-12-60 versus the Bulldogs 2012 on 132. 20,000 people went to this game.
Was it?
Only 20,000 people.
Yeah, the crowds. Yeah, go.
No.
By all means.
St Kilda, please.
Knock yourself out.
I'll talk about St Kilda, you can talk about the other team.
Got to roll the sleeves up for it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
mate, because I've had enough. I've had enough of not St Kilda. I've had enough of Ross Lyon. He complains. He's
I
not
know.
a good coach. Mate, are you going to just get out of this? He's ruining that club. 13,000 against Gold Coast, 20,000. You listen to SEN and you listen to the St Kilda supporters ring up and say, we've had enough of
He's
this.
right.
Not me. I'm not even a St Kilda supporter. I'm angry. Get rid of this donkey. Their president came out 3 years ago, sacked Brett Ratton and said, oh, we're a top four side. So when it got so-called the best coach in the AFL, where
Sack
are they?
Grant Thomas too.
Yeah, that's
That was a long,
That's
a long way
For Ross
back.
Lyon.
But that wasn't that president.
Nah, yeah,
that wasn't that
was another.
president.
That was what's he?
So this donkey of a president
Butters,
said,
yeah,
correct.
we're a donkey of a, we're top four. This donkey president said, right? We're going to go get a good coach because Brett Ratton can't get us there. Where are you, St
To
Kilda?
be honest, I reckon they're playing more attractive. Brett Ratton's good because he tries to
They're
attack
playing
at least.
attacking. This donkey is playing 20-year-old football. 2005, mate. When he was
Yeah,
at
you're
the
right.
Sydney
You're
Swans
right.
and playing that rubbish 7 goals when he was an assistant coach, right?
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
never changed and he never will.
You know what he thinks?
Get rid of this bloke. I'm sick of him. He's ruining the sport. Because I'll tell you one thing, right? They reckon, North Melbourne, low supporter base, but they get players. They've got no debt. St Kilda's got debt. They're the only ones that have got debt,
I think so.
That's true.
right?
So they say, yeah.
Like, what is that? Get rid of him. He's ruining your club. I'm telling you. If they don't get rid of him at the end of this year, I'm sorry, boys, I'm just going to get this
I
off
know,
my
you-
chest.
you don't
If
like
they
him.
don't get rid of this bloke at the end of this year, that club is in danger. I'm telling you. No?
I don't know.
13,000.
No, that's poor. I don't know if they're in danger, but what I'm saying is surely he looks at this and goes, this type of football that they're playing is not
No.
sustainable in the modern day.
No.
You get away with. They've gotten away with wins.
Yeah.
they've gotten away with wins, but
know.
you're not going to get many wins.
But they're not good enough.
No, 8-12, and that's who. They
they're
haven't
not
got
good
the
enough,
players.
eh?
They haven't got the players.
But your mentality needs
Agree
to
with
be
that.
attacking.
I agree with that.
I don't care how good or bad you are, right? Look at Essendon, got done by 15 goals
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's exactly right.
But they played attacking football.
tried,
Because you know what? Because you know why? That will sustain them better in 3 years' time when they're fighting for finals, right?
So you reckon that if they went attacking and they lost 210 to 70, that's good? Because I'm telling you, if they decided to play a different way on Thursday night, the Dogs would have kicked 200.
Can I just say something?
Wow.
Can
Where's
I-
that getting them?
Well,
Where
hang
is
on.
that getting them?
At the moment, I think
Now-
you'd rather see your
now,
side get beat
you
by
said-
60 points than
No,
160
they
points.
couldn't care less. They're not going. They're
They're
not
not good
interested.
enough.
But Angelo,
You haven't
Angelo, This clown of a coach, he's a clown now. He's a
First
farce.
class clown.
He's a clown, this bloke, right? You know, you see
Crusty
his
or
press
zig or
conference.
zag?
You know, you see his press conference. This clown, right?
Frank Sinatra.
It's time.
Sending the clowns.
Yeah.
It's time to get to work. He said. What are you working at? Round 50. What work are you working at? You know what work it is.
Like
Get
he's
in your
not
car
supporter
and leave,
supporter.
mate.
Mate, incredible.
I can't handle him because Thursday night is a marquee spot, right?
It is, that's
they
true.
were given this last year thinking, oh, St Kilda will be good, right? They're not. Come out and show the public that you can play football, not this rubbish
You know what the positives of this is in the way of the game?
that they'll never show them again on Thursday night. Sorry.
Oh, well, maybe. But the positives is that the Bulldogs still kicked 2012.
That's
so,
right.
Whether it's sustainable on their end,
192 points.
It's not. No. What it is, it's not sustainable for them to play this type because a side opened them up and they still kicked 130
That's right,
points.
yeah.
So
Could
you
you
know,
imagine-
if I was him, I'd be thinking to myself, let's just try and attack.
Roll the
What's the
dice.
difference?
Yeah, let's try and score.
Still
Yeah.
got the 100. Still lost by
I know.
12
And
goals.
you roll the dice and get whacked by more.
Or you know
doesn't
what?
matter.
You might actually
Or
get
you might
close
score.
to winning.
Or
you might score.
Or you could sort of, work it the other way.
But this isn't working.
No.
We know that. That's obvious.
Anyway, on the
I just
game,
think they're just
Sorry.
not good enough.
Sorry, boys.
on the
5
game,
minutes.
the dogs, mate, when they're flying, they're good, but they've been inconsistent of late.
They've beaten everyone below them. And they've whacked sides like this. Every
And the
side.
sides above them, they sort of struggle a
Yeah.
bit. Norton found a bit of form again. I'm not going to go on about him.
It helps when Darcy's there. Let's be honest. That's it.
All
He's
right.
the key.
I'll own
That's
up.
it.
I said he's a star. He quite possibly already could be a superstar, this kid. He's unstoppable.
How will he be by the end of the year?
Oh,
by
you
the
know
end
what?
of
And
the
I'll tell you why. One-on-one, he'll beat you. Contested, his span is that... mate,
200
not-
centimetres.
And no,
I
not
think
just that.
he is anyway.
Yeah, whatever he is. When the
208.
ball hits the ground, good night, mate. He's
Yeah,
so
he's a
good.
cat.
And there's a beautiful kick.
Not in a
And he's
bad
got
way.
football smart.
Not in a
He
bad
could
way.
be in time years to come. He could be in the Buddy Franklin category.
Jeez.
He could, mate. I'm telling you, he
Can't
could.
help you there.
What do you mean?
Why
Can't be
not?
that good?
No, because he's too tall. He's not that
No, all
agile.
right, not that top. All right, I meant to say he can be legendary in that regard.
Oh, he can be a good
could be-
goal kicker.
could-
yeah.
Put it this way, their next flag revolves around him being...
Of course.
superstar.
Yeah.
Could he be a Paul Salmon better?
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah,
saying
Paul
now.
Salmon,
He's
yeah.
the Paul Salmon. He'll
So
be better
does
than
his
Paul
knee,
Salmon.
leaves the club, goes to the ruck.
Goes to North.
Goes back to the next club,
North,
goes
yeah.
to North.
Anyway,
And there's
that's-
another Darcy coming too that's just as
Yeah.
good. So they say.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anything else on that? There was
nah,
8 minutes
that's-
on that game.
No, we
That's-
didn't really cover the game.
Not really.
What's in the cover?
He wasted
Yeah,
about
72 points.
Ross Lyon and St Kilda for 7.5 minutes
They
of it.
deserve every second
Move
of
it on.
Move on.
Please, let's move on from this.
Friday night, it was at UTAS Stadium. Here he goes again.
Come on.
The Dew, it was cold. There's no wind. There's no
No,
rain.
no.
Hawthorn 6-11-47. Adelaide 5-14-44.
It was simply one of those games, in my opinion, that both sides early on. Although Adelaide was on top early, as we all know. Obviously.
Dominated it. Well, not dominated, but yeah, they were on top.
But
yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, I think both sides are a little bit like, let's not do too much here, not too much. They're trying to just feel each other out. But I think it went for too long. Do you know what I mean? But I know
in the
Adelaide were on
course of
top.
the game, or yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, throughout the game,
they were cautious all
yeah, not
for
a
a
lot
long time.
Not a lot of risk taking.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Even though Adelaide were on top early,
Geez, Adelaide should have been 5 goals up. in the
should have
first
they should
Yeah.
put that game to
Quarter
bed,
time.
mate. Let me tell you, missed too many opportunities.
There's sometimes you don't want to be too hard on players.
Yep.
Sam Berry, you're not an intercept defender. You cost your team the game. That end.
Okay.
Yeah,
He did a great job on Newcomb. He shut him out all night, and
did.
then you decide to go back with the flight as a defender. You're not a defender. Spoils the ball. Ball goes up in the air. Ball falls to McDonald. Bang, goal. Hawthorn in front. Game over. Cost your team the game.
A couple of very bad efforts.
Oh, I wouldn't be laughing.
It was shocking.
I want to know who the clown was that put this game on in Tasmania.
Yes.
No, we
at
spoke
night
about
time.
that.
Yeah.
Did
We should have. It was
Ridiculous.
Hawthorn's home
No,
game.
we're talking now.
Should have been at the G. That's
Yeah, but even Launceston at night,
Launceston at night.
they
Now,
cannot have this.
I've been telling
ever
you for
again.
6 months there won't be a team in Tasmania.
again
And what's happened?
What's happened? Give us an update.
Well, there's no team.
at the moment.
There's a good chance there'll be no team. Because whether you like to believe it or not,
What they say in Flying High, 50% chance of, but only a 30% chance of that.
yeah. Whether you like it or not, there not must. There will be a roof stadium if it happens.
No, they said that. That's a fact.
Yeah, but
No.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Because you want to say that they'll play there. They
For
ain't
the
playing-
first year.
They ain't playing anywhere for
Yeah,
the
but what he
first
was
second.
What
No,
he was saying
not
is
happening.
just
Not happening.
as
Not
a
happening.
you know.
It's
No,
not
probably
happening.
not. Probably not. No, I agree with
100,000
him now.
million trillion percent.
Gold
Gold
Coast
Coast-
played at the Gabba their first
Gold Coast, and
game.
look at Gold Coast, a rebel.
Oh, that's not direct significance to why they're.
No, that's
your
why
opinion,
that's why
rubbish.
they're doing this. They need to start from day one. They're not doing this Gold Coast rubbish again.
Mate, forget about your piddly little AFL sport, okay? Forget about it for 1 sec.
What?
Forget about AFL, all right? Because it's.
I tried to
See that piece of dust there, which you guys can't. That's how big the AFL is in the broad spectrum. They need a roof
Don't know
so they
about
can
that.
attract concerts,
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
other
yes.
entertainment,
Yep.
Yeah,
other sports.
that's great.
Forget AFL. They need a roof
No.
for the actual stadium for the entertainment factor.
No, the AFL is bigger than what you said, because if the AFL don't say make a stadium with a roof, there is no stadium. Because
Perhaps they got
yeah.
the influence.
The 100 got the
The
influence.
state
got the
needs
Yeah,
a
the
roof
state-
for
The
other
state
reasons
does
too.
But there's not going to be a side because they're going to
Anyway.
go to the polls and blah blah blah. Anyway, whoever scheduled this at the Utah Stadium on Friday night,
Yeah.
rocks in your head. AFL.
Lee Matthews made a very good comment Saturday morning. He said the hardest conditions to play football in is due.
Yeah. No, it has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be.
The air stick, the ground is a different type of wetness compared
Mate,
to
as
the
soon as
range.
the ball, as soon as
We've
the
all
ball
played.
hit the- as soon as the ball hit the ground, it's gone bang.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
disgusting.
Anything else?
No, I was just going to say quickly, mate, got to hand it to Adelaide. Got over the line. Found a way.
Adelaide.
Hawthorn.
Sorry. Hawthorn.
Yeah, found a way, 'cause they
I
had
can't
no
see.
right
They
winning
do it
that.
all the time.
Yeah,
Those
get
glasses.
rid of those
Like I
specs,
said,
mate.
he can't see.
No, I can see, I
It's
can
a
see.
fashion statement.
Oh,
he actually
righto.
can't see.
Righto.
He's wearing them for some
For looks.
Right, it's a fashion statement.
Elvis Costello. He's just
Oh,
wearing
that's
them for,
Costello.
Elvis Costello.
Yeah,
he's
black
just
ones.
wearing them for the sake of it.
Yeah, he had
Buddy
black,
Holly.
He had black rims. Both
Yeah,
of
he
them
had
did.
black rims.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Moving on,
Moving on.
Saturday at 1:20 at the Gabba. It was Brisbane 13-18-96. Lost to GWS 17-5, 107. You go and pick GWS. I've got no idea anymore.
they've done it again.
They've done it.
They've done
I've
it
got
again.
no idea.
They've beaten the side above them. They've
Yep.
beaten the two premiers out
Yeah.
of the two grand finals.
How do you work?
Hey, but-
Wow.
When Finland Callahan gets back in that
He's very,
side,
very
Oh,
good.
it's about that.
mate,
is it?
direct. He plays direct. He's a tremendous
32
footballer.
disposals.
Mate, come on.
Yeah.
Blokes
No,
like
he's a
him,
great player.
blokes like him make a massive difference to a side like them. Do you agree?
100%. He's
He
a
doesn't play that probably-
6'5", moving,
Yeah.
galloping, athletic. I don't know.
So if he doesn't play, they probably lose the game. Although Brisbane kicked badly, granted.
Brisbane were up by 4 goals early in the second.
Granted. But, mate, GWS just keep grinding away. And if for some reason they seem to find a way against the better sides and then they drop
Yeah, so they'll lose next week. I don't even know they're playing.
What
but they'll
about
lose.
Super Boot Mark II?
Super Boot Mark II.
Bernie Quinlan reincarnated. Hogan.
Hogan, oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I've been telling you all year. If he hasn't kicked goals, they can't win games.
How many goals did he kick this year?
A lot.
40
lot.
or not quite 40?
Yeah, probably.
He's so accurate, he's only kicked like 7 behind.
Oh, no, he's a good kick. He's got that funny style.
Let's-
It's a good
But if he hasn't kicked goals, they can't win.
No,
It's-
let's give some kudos to Cadman. He kicked 5.
Good. Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, that's great.
five
Kick
against
5.
Fantastic.
This is his breakout game.
I agree.
Against a quality.
Are these guys listening?
Hipple did go back.
If Jesse
Did you notice
Hogan doesn't kick goals, boys, they can't win games. Every time he kicks goals,
Disagree.
7 against Geelong, 6 yesterday, kick 4 on 5 and 4 and 4. And Dwayne Russell was saying that yesterday. When he does not kick goals, they do not win games.
But that's
Go
fine.
back and look at this. No, it's not fine.
So what do you
because-
wanna do?
No, they're relying on one bloke.
Let's
They kicked 17-5.
Let's refine our game plan so Hogan kicks 3 and they lose. I don't know.
No.
Is that right?
No, but what I'm saying is that's fine. But Cadman's now come out. And mate, they got a second. But we know he
Second
can
fiddle.
play. We know he can play. Mate, he can be the one now that Hogan can kick 3 goals. He chimes in for 3 goals. There's 6.
Right.
And they're
Yeah,
just about to
So,
win.
that's right.
so until he kicks 6 and Hogan kicks 3, I'll change my view on GWS. I'm sorry. I don't trust them.
I can't. Oh, yeah, they're a strange mob.
As for Brisbane, I'm going to sing it again and go, oh, yeah, this is Danaher. Okay.
I know you've been going on all year about it.
Mate, Matty Lloyd said it this morning, huh?
So-
On the footy show,
so-
he goes, Danaher's a
Yeah.
big loss.
So he's important, but Jesse Hogan isn't.
No, Jesse Hogan's important, but I'm
He's
saying,
the number 1 most important player at that club.
yeah,
I'm
probably.
telling you, boys.
But Logan Morris kicked 5.
He did. He's
Fantastic.
a good player, man.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Fantastic.
But Danaher, do you get what I'm saying? The bloke can go on the ruck.
Yeah. The Day thing did not Day. It
Day,
didn't
he's
quite.
been injured,
doesn't look
yeah.
like it's worked. He's been injured again. But you're right. It's
And
that
they lost,
type of player that they're missing.
They lost Payne, which is going to...
Payne's a huge loss.
He's gone
now.
for the year, though, reckon.
Well, he brought out to go
he's
back.
he can't... Well,
That's incredible.
they've got a couple coming back. Duday still hasn't played.
Do you believe
No,
that? Tom
yeah.
Duday still-
He's broken.
He's broken, but he's not injured, but he's working his way back. Who's the other bloke? 27. What's his name?
Gardner.
Gardner.
Yeah, he was meant to play today. I heard it this morning. He was meant to play reserves today. So no.
But the whole backline set up from Premiership's not there. Like you just said.
Oh, I hate
You know,
injuries. Is
do you know how important Payne was, though? Like,
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He is, yeah.
Because he's strong, he's
Yeah, he's
athletic,
strong.
he's
Yep.
tough.
He's a pillar.
Intercept, he's a pillar.
He's a pillar. He's a
Mate.
pillar.
But good on him, GWS. So you got to
Yeah.
hand it to
I
him.
didn't see it coming.
No.
No, neither did I.
Neither did
But,
I.
but the question is, what do they do next week?
Well, it's
Because they have these big
Well, this
wins
is
and then
their
they go
problem.
down and they get walloped.
This is their problem.
we'll soon find out.
We will.
So if you're enjoying our channel, please consider hitting the like button. It's a quick and easy way to support us and help us reach more fans. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Ankle Sore family. Our community is growing and we'd love for you to be a part of it. We personally reply to every comment so you can always connect with us. To ensure you never miss an episode and can join the conversation, remember to hit that notification bell. We look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Also, don't forget about our Instagram. It's absolutely flying right now. We've got amazing videos and some really interesting stats. If you haven't already, go give us a follow. You won't be disappointed.
For sure.
It is going really well.
It
and I'm
is.
telling you, if you haven't seen it yet, go to it. You'll see some footage that either you haven't seen or you haven't seen in a long time.
Might even see the RSPCA.
No, you won't be seeing that.
No?
But there's some bloody stuff that we haven't seen for years, right?
I know.
And it's like, remember this?
But there's plenty out there that haven't seen it at all.
At all.
right.
So,
Depending on
yes.
your age, I
That's
suppose.
right, yeah.
So go to our Instagram page, give us a follow. There's some good stuff coming. We've got it in the can there. We're not going to tell you what it is, but
Yeah, some good stuff. I agree.
You won't be
good
disappointed.
Some of it's
You won't
actually
be
funny
disappointed.
footage.
it is.
Saturday, twilight, 4:15 MCG, Essendon 8-8, 56. Geelong 23-13, 151, and 95 points. Now, Essendon had some
Dear.
first-year players, about 10 of them. I think.
Okay.
About 10, yeah.
Okay, look. Let's be frank. You're
Frank.
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 Frank Marquezine.
Frank Marquezine.
Let's be
Frank Gumbledon.
Frank Gumbledon.
Let's be honest.
All right.
I want another Frank. Frank Lowy.
Frank Thring.
Frank, he had the ball there like
Yeah,
us.
Frank.
Who was that?
Yeah, yeah.
He
On
wore-
Motorsport.
he wore
No,
gloves.
Aussie,
No,
he
he's
was
just
an
an icon.
Yeah,
I
Aussie
know.
icon.
He
Did
fucked
wore,
that out of
he wore
you can get a picture of him?
nah.
Frank Thring.
I've never heard of him.
Frank Thring.
Yeah,
I used to
correct.
thought his name was Frank Ring because he always wore rings.
Yeah. You know, remind me of a bit Bernard King.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now I'm thinking of who.
Yeah, anyway.
Bernard
Anyway,
King is.
got right off the topic as normal.
Did we say
as you-
the score?
He did
Oh,
so.
You did?
95 points.
Anyway, look,
Throw me.
Essendon, like you said 10 minutes ago, unless they tried to score. I know that they were just
Thank you.
undermanned badly.
Yeah.
And Geelong are just too good, let's be honest here.
Oh,
mate,
yeah.
MCG, mate, they know exactly what they're doing. Their system's spot on. Mate, they can win the flag, obviously. I'm not going by this game, but they can win the
4-0?
flag.
4-0?
They can give Collingwood a shake come
Well, they're the team, aren't they?
Yeah. Look, Cameron 6. I think Shannon Neal kicked 4.
4 or 5,
Mate,
yeah.
they're all lined up
All the
yesterday.
midfielders got 90%.
Essendon's got no back line pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
No big men struggling in the forward line. So, look, you can't take a lot out of it. And if
No,
I was an
you
Essendon
can't.
supporter, I wouldn't be too...
Nah.
Like, people go, that's disgusting. Relax. Like, yeah.
Yeah, mate. Like I was saying about St Kilda earlier, they kicked 8 goals also, St Kilda. So this and at least
Yeah.
they tried to score, and they've got half a list, literally half a list missing.
Yeah, look, it
Like,
looks bad. I
that's-
know 95 points looks bad, like it does when
But
you
it,
look
but
at
it doesn't. If you look into this game, you'll go,
Yeah,
it is
what's
what it is.
expected? What's expected? Yeah. I
Good
agree.
crowd, 61,000. You reckon
It
they would
wasn't-
have got that on a Thursday night?
Yeah, they would.
No, they wouldn't have.
Why? What?
They wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Look at
reckon?
this,
No,
look at
no.
this thing about Thursday night.
People
It's-
don't want to go.
No,
on
St
Thursday
Kilda
night.
supporters
Thursday
don't.
night at Melbourne.
St Kilda supporters don't want to go.
Okay. Are we done? Are we off that one?
Yeah,
What's
look,
it
not a lot
say?
to
It's
say,
a bit of a
really.
whitewash.
Let's go to Optus Stadium, that traditional home ground of North Melbourne's 10-7-67 North Melbourne. Fremantle 10-13-73. North had many opportunities at the end and probably should have won it.
Another I hate this word. It makes me sick when it comes to this club. Honourable loss. Not interested.
That's 4 by games involved in less.
Are you
than
over that honourable
single-
loss
Yeah,
stuff?
of
I'm over
course,
2 years
because
ago.
But that's not an honourable loss. That's a disgusting loss.
Thank
They
you.
blew it.
Yeah, that's not honourable loss. Is when they
That's a
did
good
well.
point.
No, this is disgusting.
I agree.
This is a shocking win. And
Shocking
I don't know,
loss.
Shocking loss. I don't know what Paul Curtis and
Zerha.
Cam Zerha.
No,
were
Zerha
doing
got
last night.
smashed a few times. He couldn't even walk.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised he lasted the game.
Yeah, he,
Well, sub him off then if he's not right
That's
to
what I
go.
thought was gonna happen at one
fair
stage.
enough.
and Hampton Jr. came on and did okay when he came on.
Brought some speed into it.
Like, he
I
did-
just don't understand that when you've been playing a game of football for 2 hours and it's been raining for 2 hours, you decide to bounce the footy like LDU did.
Oh, yeah. That was very clever in the
Broke
last
clear
quarter.
with a minute to go.
He looks around, he's got 5, so I ain't going to catch him.
Yep.
So he thinks to himself, I'll run a bit more, touch it and run, touch it. He's not going
No,
to
he
catch
bounced
me.
the footy.
I'll bounce the footy. There was a downpour in the second quarter for about 15 minutes. That ground was saturated.
Yeah, it was wet.
Well done. Very clever. But you know
True.
what? He's not on a lot of money. He's only on $9 million
That's
over
all.
7 years. So
That's
really,
all.
you don't expect
He's
much
your
more.
best
from
player
him.
on the night.
For one quarter.
Early he was good.
Early he was good.
Kept you in it. Okay, here's the problem with North Melbourne.
I'll tell
Backline's
you.
fine.
Yep.
Midfield's fine.
Backline's fine.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. They kicked 10 goals.
He
from
loves
midfield.
Toby Pink.
The
He's
mighty
actually going
Fremantle.
all right.
He is going all right,
The
yeah.
mighty Fremantle, those rebels, right?
Mate,
Get-
16 of them I didn't know who they
get-
were last night.
get
Who's
rid-
Voss?
Can I speak? I don't care. Voss.
Who is he?
I know he is, yeah. 'Cause
He's a clown too. Anyway,
Clowns.
what they need to do is get rid of one of those midfielders, North. Pick one. Not Sheasel.
You said pick one.
Yeah, not Sheasel.
I won't say what I texted you last night. about
Not
Sheasel.
Sheasel on the LDU. Take one of the others and get a proper forward. And I mean a proper forward to help Larky because
To help Larky.
you're going nowhere if that's the case. Nowhere.
yeah, okay.
Who, like who?
No, I don't know. But we're talking, a good midfielder that you can.
Mackay?
Huh?
Mackay?
No, he's
a
saying
good
the forward to get.
A good
Yeah,
forward.
Mackay.
Yeah, I let him on
Yeah,
that.
a good forward.
He's a good forward.
No, a good one. Like, and I'm not saying Brady Mychick, but like that. They'll give you 22 games and they'll give you 100 minutes of football.
Yeah, no, we
And
need
you-
one.
And you need 45 goals out of him.
Yeah, and you'll get it with a good forward. I don't know who that is. I don't know, but they need to get a forward. That's it. That's their only problem. They can't score. And it's not just in the wet last night. It was, they kicked, 9 last week and 1 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But look,
Even
they
last
have a bloke who
but
kicked 75 goals when we were worse than what we are now. I don't understand.
Yeah. Something's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He can't get near
Something
it.
is
He
going
did all right
on.
in the last quarter last night. He nearly wheeled them over the
He
line.
had a crack.
He had a crack. He didn't fall over.
But he needs help. You're
But let's go back just for a second.
He
Backtrack for a
needs
second.
help.
I agree. Let's backtrack for a second. You said about LD was our best player.
yeah, just about.
Tell me if I'm wrong. You can talk about Wardlaw, Power, whoever in the midfield. This bloke's on 10 times more money, so you expect him to play 4 quarters of footy. Am I correct, Angelo?
Yeah. Pro rata to his money versus his ability.
Correct.
And what he can output.
When I say 4 quarters, no one plays complete
No,
4
I know
quarters,
what you
but
mean.
you know what I'm getting at. Out of the game in the second and third quarters, out.
But even after he took that bounce and the ball slid, he was rattled for the last 2 minutes of that game.
Yeah, it was like,
he
oh,
didn't get back in the contest.
Get back in there and go, you know what, I'll make up for what I just
That's
did.
why I think I was texting you all the time going, you owe us now. You owe us LDU. In the
Yeah.
next 2 minutes, you owe us
Anyway,
something.
I'm just going to leave it at this. North Club Corner will be.
We'll elaborate.
Yeah, we'll elaborate further. But LDU, I reckon, had more tackles than most yesterday. So when he wasn't getting the ball, he laid a load of tackles.
This is from a side that had 27 forward, 50
More, I
tackles.
think maybe 29,
Was it
something like that.
36? Did
It
it, go
was, it was a lot.
It was the most in history for
Yeah.
the club.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's good. I'm just
That's a
saying.
good
I
sign.
reckon
That's
he
a
got a
good
lot
sign.
of.
It is.
It is a
It was
good
about
sign,
time they kept the ball in their
Yeah.
first 50
And North have been
tackle.
good. And I told you last week, North are settled. They won't win, but they'll have a crack, and they did.
That's all right.
They could have won
Won't
this.
win.
No, you can't win every
They've been
game.
good for the last
Just
month.
sing
of
the
footy.
Christmas tunes. Better watch out. We just watched the game.
Yeah. Anyway,
And Sunday, 3:20 at the Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide, 14-9-93. Defeated Melbourne, 9-14-68. Same shots, reversed scores.
They were gone, Port Adelaide.
Yeah,
I'm led to believe-
they've gone. Melbourne had a crack back and
I'm led to believe George Yard's kicked 7.
kicked 7 Georgiades.
Ah, well, if he played on Stephen Mayo Day, which I'm not sure if he did or didn't.
I know what you're going to say.
Oh, half of it.
You know what, Max? Go up to him at the end of the game and go, "You're a muppet, you're a goose, and you are no good."
You just
See
had
how he
7
looks?
kicked on you.
Yeah.
Because of you, we lost. That's what you should say. Then.
Seriously, is he all right?
Yeah, he's
You want to talk, and then, like I said, I don't know when he kicked on him. I can't call
I reckon
it.
he kicked 4.
Okay, well,
See
then,
how
even if
three
it's
and a
4,
half-
that's enough. That's enough, mate. That's enough. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Come on, mate. A week's a long time in footy, they say. Give me a spell, mate. You're a
It is.
goose.
7
George
days.
Georgiades kicked 7, so there's your goal kicking power that you
Yeah,
keep saying
7 out of
Port Adelaide
14.
can't kick a score.
Oh, they'll get Marshall back next year. Can kick you.
Marshall,
Yeah. Oh, that's good. If he
George
kicks-
Georgiades can kick a
Well,
score.
if he kicks 7 every week, they'll win a few
Mate, if he
games.
kicks
Not
7 every
quite
week, he'll kick
7.
150. He'll break the record.
Peter Hudson.
Bob Pratt.
They kicked 14, he kicked half their score. Okay.
Well,
Well,
Rosie,
when a player
Butters-
kicks 7, usually he kicks half their score. Usually.
yeah, these days.
No.
These days.
No.
No. Usually they kick 20 goals for
Oh, no, they can
What,
kick
in
16.
1993?
They kick 16, someone kick 7. That
Hang
doesn't
on.
happen a lot.
He's,
but
si-
it happens.
he's 16 double 4 7.
Couple of
That's
goals.
14.
It's a couple of goals.
But my four
Semantics.
Okay, semantics. Butters, Rosie, Horn Francis, 3 best players and 7 goals. Same old story.
Horn was injured at
Yeah,
the
he
end.
got injured.
But did he get injured or did he get just subbed off because he hasn't played?
Don't know.
Injured. Usually when you go
Injured,
off,
I just- yeah.
holding.
Oh, was he holding his hammy again?
Nah, I don't know.
No,
I
no,
didn't see
yeah.
the last 3 minutes. Anyway,
Pickett did it okay.
$1 million man.
Yeah, it seemed. The main reason I'm bringing him up is because, I mean, he signed a big contract. Mate, that's massive.
well, he kicked
Huge.
3
On
goals out
your
of 9,
theory,
so-
he'd want to perform.
Well, he did.
But do you agree with me? I
do.
talk about these blokes that want to get a squee in goals, but you can't just float around and just
So you want to
play
be
for
best
a
on
quarter.
ground every week?
No, it's not going to happen. I know
Okay,
that.
so-
I'm just saying how he went
Well,
okay.
as a small forward, he needs to kick 1 or 2 goals every week
Yeah.
on that money, doesn't he?
But Melbourne again.
Surely.
Melbourne, yeah, I agree. But Melbourne again, opportunity to get themselves closer to the 8 and they butcher it.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, their faint finals chances probably
It's gone.
gone.
It's gone now.
Dissipated.
It's over.
It's dissipated.
It's over.
It's
And
over.
so has this show.
Yeah, it's been a long one, hasn't it?
It has been a long way. That's a good
Yes,
call.
Actually, it's good. That, and considering Vito hasn't seen a thing, being able to see it
Nah.
with those fashion glasses that he's wearing.
Yep.
I'm like that blues singer, Blind Willie McTell. You won't know who that is.
I've
But,
No.
never heard of him.
No.
I don't want to hear of him.
We have to find
nah,
another
it's
photo for that one.
1940s blues, mate.
1940s blues.
100 years ago.
It's
Jeez.
tremendous. Anyway,
Okay.
And before we go, we've got Carlton and West Coast review in our preview in the next episode. Look out for that one. Anyway, there you have it, our review of round 14 in the books, almost. What do you think of the round? We look forward to your comments. We'll see you in the next one.